Quick plug, I have a Twitch. Follow it.
Do you mean argue over an onion like the food, or argue over an onion like the plant? I'm gonna say it, clip it if you want. If a penis is good looking enough, I'll suck it. They're just like every 5 seconds. But okay, so in midair. Yep.
Plug done.
Furries, bronies, TikTokers, Redditors, 4chan neckbeards, kids on the internet just trying to have fun. Now, these things all have one element in common. Can you guess what it is? They're all incredibly cringy. Now, if you're a frequent user of this series of tubes we call the internet, then you've probably come across content so terrible you want your entire body to fold into a tiny cube so you never have to see anything like it again. But for those that haven't taken high school geometry, not judging you if you haven't, I figured I'd make an introductory video, call it a top 10 list of cringe. Except that there aren't 10 entries because I needed to save content for the inevitable sequel. Now, unfortunately, I can't put all the cringe on the www in this video, as YouTube has size limitations of like 10 hours, I think, which is a far cry from the 10-year video you would need to get a nice sample cheese board of all the cringe on the internet. Also, text posts and images are kind of boring, at least when it's just me and my sexy-ass voice narrating them, and I'm too much of a pussy to use a face cam. So I'm mainly sticking to the moving image medium here. Also, if you find a particular section of the video boring/shit, consider skipping ahead to another. It'll still be boring/shit, but it'll be a different kind of boring/shit, so, might as well give it a try. But yeah, to kick things off, we're starting by putting fuckboy, e-girl, weirdly sexual, no, please stop, that is causing me severe pain, please somebody call a doctor, TikToks in the #1 spot. Don't call me a historian, don't call me a her-storian, don't even call me a they-storian. But I would hazard a guess and say some of this despicable behavior grew from some of the amazing boy bands of the last few decades. And people trying to imitate them. Alright, that's it for the history lesson. Also, before we start, I just want to say, I can't even tell what's satire anymore and what isn't. The serious ones are so god-awful at this point, it all feels the same. So, some of these could be satire, I don't know. Probably some of them are. I hope to God, that's the only thing that lets me sleep at night, but yeah. I don't personally engage with anyone that makes this kind of content. I don't personally really engage with anyone anymore. But as far as I understand, the goal is to create a flash flood across America using teenage girls as the source. I can't really claim to understand how these TikToks would accomplish that, but to each their own, I guess. Alrighties then, time for the movie to start. Honestly, this one wasn't even that bad. It was just painfully mediocre. There was a joke in there, so that's something. A lot of them don't even have a joke in there. It wasn't a funny joke, but there was a joke. I think we do all realize the main point of this, though, wasn't to be funny. It was to show off the classical sculpture this man has been working on, which, by the way, would mean he has a small penis, because that was a positive in the days of the ancient Greeks, so they would often depict men in statues with small penises. Which is fine and all, but if you're going to do the sculpture TikTok trend, at least have some balls and do it the proper way. The correct way to make this kind of content is to get 10 similarly jacked men, oil them all up, and have everybody grope each other naked while wrestling like the Greeks did. If I don't see this man's cock in the next video, then I'm downgrading him to full cringe. I'm sorry, I just have to do it.
If my nose is correct, one of you beauties is on your period. I'm right, aren't I? Who is it?
Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it stink. I miss my cocoa butter kisses.
Alright, this is even worse than mediocre. This is shit. This is absolute garbage. We have now entered a literal landfill. People always say you're supposed to point out the positives of something instead of the negatives, and that's more constructive, but you couldn't even fill an atom with the positives here. There is nothing here. Like, literally nothing. there's not even really that many negatives. Like, the main negative is that there is nothing here. You didn't fucking do anything. This is like one of those reaction Twitch streams where the streamer just sits there and watches a video and every 5 minutes they exhale out of their nose once or twice. This kid looks like the kid that no one really liked in high school, not because they were weird or anything, because they're just so boring. He looks like the type of person who fantasizes about a girl 2 grades above him that he's never talked to while he sits on the JV soccer bench. What is even the point of this? I don't think it's supposed to be funny, but it's definitely not hot either. Judging by the awful haircut, I'll go out on a limb here and guess it's a wannabe fuckboy trying to secure a mate using the sacred mating dance, as evidenced by the wink at the beginning that looks more forgotten than a child in a failed marriage, and the fact he pounced more than a white girl trying to take the perfect selfie in 2014. Why he thought anything about this was uploadable, I don't know. Clearly he's trying to attract some sort of female by doing this. But he could have filmed a sticky note that said, "Date me, please," and it would have been just as low effort and shit. Probably would have worked even better, though, considering you wouldn't have to have seen those horrendous facial expressions that look like a high school fuckboy became a thespian.
I kill people I like. I don't feel sad. I don't feel anything. It's a filthy world we live in. I'm helping to take them somewhere clean and kind.
This is the same thing as the last one, so I'll just replay what I just said. Alright, there we go, next one.
I want to see your cheeks glow red, red, red.
That's fucking right, baby. That's fucking right.
You know, a lot of people actually tell me I sound like Corpse Husband, so I'll try and recreate this one.
I want to see your cheeks glow red, red, red.
Yeah, that's right, baby, that's right. I want to suck a fart out of your ass with a straw. Alright, next is just a whole YouTuber. I don't know if he started this video trend, but he does the whole calling the police at 3 a.m. OMG, they came over and arrested me on 7 counts of possession of child pornography gone wrong thing. And he's been doing it for a while, like a long time. Like a long time. I don't know if he's the originator of this plague, but that would mean he's done something original in his life, so I kind of doubt it. Anyways, this is a recent video of his, but he's been following this exact format for about 4 years now, so other than the subject and the shitty tattoos, this could have been made at any point on his channel. This video here is about the Among Us, as he says. So maybe I'll put Among Us in the thumbnail and see if I get kids to click on the video. Is Among Us still a thing? I know, that's okay now. We've moved on to like Fortnite hentai or some other meme, I guess. Anyway. But yeah, here it is.
Hey, let's go, welcome back to another brand new video, another banger. Guys, we are back with another insane video, and it's about the Among Us. Alright guys, I decided that I want to drink the Among Us potion again, and I actually ordered it. Alright guys, and this time it's not just the Among Us potion, it is the imposter potion and the crewmate potion. Alright guys, but before this video starts, for those who doesn't know what Among Us is, boom, this is Among Us. Alright guys, and boom, it is right over here.
That mirror in the back is about to get burning like a TV. As Dante spoke of in his book, Dante's Inferno, the punishment reserved for the worst sinners in hell is to become Anime Productions' mirror and reflect back dabs until the end of time.
Look at the time guys, 3:03 a.m. in the morning right now, and that means it's the time to drink the potion.
That boy is stuck in time.
Allow us to examine the lock screen here for a second. I don't think I've ever seen a person take a shitty Instagram inspirational quote so to heart before. Because again, he doesn't give up. 10k views, 5 million views, it doesn't matter. He doesn't give up. It's the same thing every day. I don't know if it's like a fetish or something else, but again, like there's no change. Like he doesn't stop going. It's insane. The man is a machine. Like there has to be some world record out there that he is approaching. I don't even know what it would be for, but you can't do this day after day and not break some record. Like, I don't know, world's shittest content for the longest period of time. Anyway, not to rattle on for too long here. We do have other subjects to bully, of course. So I'll summarize the rest of it. He drinks Pokemon's foot sweat from after a long Among Us stream.
3, 2, 1.
Hires a local prostitute to FaceTime him.
Oh my god!
Questions God and reality.
Wait, is this actually the imposter calling me?
Yes.
Learns about nutrition and overconsumption.
I shouldn't have drank both potions at the same time?
Finds out he was roofied.
What do you mean?
Suffers repeat head trauma. Becomes a piñata at a children's birthday party in late 2020. And swears to be sober for the rest of his days.
I'm never drinking that potion again.
Just an average video for NA Productions, really. Alright, next we have the kids that sit alone in high school lunches and go to D&D club. That's right, neckbeards. Now, for those of you that don't know what a neckbeard is, it is facial hair on the underside of one's face or neck itself, perhaps. Or it's a cringy incel that wears fedoras and think they're like an alpha male or something. I don't know. They're kind of just like fat and gross and weird and like video game and anime obsessed. Really what every person should aspire to be. You cannot look at these pictures I'm about to show you and not feel as if you're a beta after you feel the pure Chad energy radiating from these men in their fedoras and grotesque oversized bodies. Yeah, so this next section is pretty much no commentary. I've gotten a bit tired of making shitty roasts for now. Maybe I'll come back to it, but yeah. For now, it's gonna be a middle school PowerPoint set to Minecraft cave noises, so enjoy. Alright, next we have one of those televangelist, telandvillagist. Next we have one of those Teletubbies that, you know, tries to convert people to God, but really they're trying to convert people to paying them lots of money every month so they can be very rich and buy very nice things. This guy's name is Kenneth Copeland. He's one of the worst offenders. Because not only does he act like the devil, he looks like the devil too. So, bit of a plus there. Really getting into character, bit of a method actor, you could say. He's just, he's a terrible guy. He's basically the opposite of what Jesus said you should be. But he's really rich from stealing money from poor people, so we stan a king, I guess. I don't know. Play the clip.
The media said what? The media said Joe Biden's president. Win! Win! Heat!
Alright, so from watching the opening here, it looks like he's trying to do a Christian rendition of the Avatar intro or something.
Burn this thing!
Burn this thing.
COVID-19?
COVID-19.
I blow the wind of God.
The wind of God.
On you.
On you.
You are destroyed forever.
You are destroyed forever.
And you'll never be back.
And you'll never be back.
Alright, next up here is Kenneth Copeland and another religious shithead arguing as to why they need several private jets each to spread the word of God and make the world a better place. It's definitely interesting. It's something.
Brother Copeland, I was flying home from a meeting, had a glorious meeting. So I was, for lack of a better way to say it, I was spiritually high.
Not that he knows what it feels like to be high. I mean, he's a good Christian boy after all. The closest thing that he's probably ever felt is the feeling when he takes one too many gas station boner pills.
Got in the plane that God so graciously gave us. The Lord, real quickly, he said, Jesse, do you like your plane? I said, well, certainly, Lord. He said, do you really like it? And I thought, well, yes, Lord. Then he said this, so that's it? I didn't know how to handle it for a minute. I went, what? He said, you're going to let your faith stagnate?
Yeah, dude, are you going to let your face stagnate by only having one private jet instead of two? Kinda cringe.
And when he said that, that shocked me. I went, whoa, wait. I literally unbuckled my seatbelt, my plane, and I stood up. My pilots looked around and said, do you need something? I said, no, I'm talking to God right now. And he went back to flying.
The pilots probably locked the doors, too, because everyone knows at this point that religious lunatics on planes, it doesn't really end too well.
I said, Lord, I don't think I was letting my faith stagnate. He said, so this is all I could ever do. I said, you're trying to tell me something.
Yeah, he's wanting to tell you it's time to steal money from more poor people so you can spend it on luxury goods.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have done that on an airliner. And the guy sitting over there saying, what the hell does he think he's doing?
The other passengers probably thought you were going to hijack the plane and they would have tackled you.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
No. This is so important. And those of you that are just now coming into these things, the world is in such a shape, we can't get there without this.
That's right.
We've got to have this. We would have, the mess that the airlines are in today, I would have to stop. I'm being very conservative. At least 75 to 80, more like 90% of what we're doing, because you can't get there from here.
It's impossible.
That's why we're on that airplane. We can talk to God. It got to the place where it was agitating his spirit, people coming up to him. He had become famous, and they wanting him to pray for him and all that. You can't manage that today. This dope-filled world, and get in a long tube with a bunch of demons.
Right. That's exactly the point.
And it's deadly.
All right, so now he's done calling poor people demons and saying they're deadly. And naturally, there were a few feathers ruffled over this. So, a nice reporter lady approached him and said, "Sir, is it true that you think people are demons?" And there was a bit of an interview, let's just say that. Like the 2014 movie, The Interview, maybe 2015, there was an interview.
Why have you said that you won't fly commercial? You said that it's like getting into a tube with a bunch of demons.
If I flew commercial, I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing. That's really me.
Isn't it true that you want to fly commercial so that you can fly in luxury? How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business, but...
Isn't it the business of your donors?
Listen, I paid. You kind of caught me off guard here, okay? I love Inside Edition. You got to get this now. Hey, you listening to me? My wife thinks Inside Edition is, oh yeah. Thank you, Lord. Help me. Let me pray this thing. We have brought over 100, let's see, the latest figures just came out. 122 million people to the Lord Jesus Christ.
I don't know about that one, Chief. The numbers, they seem a little off, but I'll take your word for it.
And I prayed about it, and I thought, I'm not missing that dedication in Jerusalem. Without the airplane that we have that I bought from Tyler Perry, and I didn't pay anywhere. And Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
All right, but I want to get to the demons because people are very concerned about that comment.
Give me a chance here, Inside Edition. Okay. I love your eyes.
Damn, bro, he trying to lie on TV or pick her up. Sheesh.
Again, getting back to the comment. You said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. Well, let me ask you, Galatians chapter 3. If you belong to Christ, then are you Abraham's seed and heirs according to his promise. And his promise was great wealth. Glory to God. I love Inside Edition. I love the people on it. And it thrills me to get a chance to have my face on Inside Edition.
Thank you very much, Reverend.
Yeah, he never answered the question, by the way. That's basically the gist of the interview, so... On to the next one, I suppose, off of Gay Butt Sex Ministries. Alright, now we have shitty YouTubers. No, not that kind of shitty. What the fuck did that mean? Why did I write that? Was that supposed to reference something? I don't even know what that was supposed to... I mean, shitty list compilation reaction trend YouTubers. I was gonna use a video here that some British twink made that's like, top 5 times Ninja farted on stream.
Hold up and sit. Meanwhile, I'ma find you a map to your girl's clit.
But it appears to have been scrubbed clean from the internet, and the only way it exists is in some pyrocynical video from like 2 or 3 years ago. So we use this one instead, where the guy talks like Daily Dose of Internet, but not on Zans.
Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome to Best Trends. Today we're going to be going over 5 Fortnite YouTubers who've sworn. Pretty much all YouTubers have slipped up and sworn before. But today I thought, why not share with you guys 5 Fortnite YouTubers who've sworn. There are going to be some pretty big YouTubers in this video, such as Ollie A, all very big YouTubers and streamers, and all have slipped up and sworn before, so let's get straight into this.
This is fucking garbage. It was a fire meme, but, like, irony aside and all that, this is fucking garbage. The clips he plays are just normal videos of people talking normally. And yeah, there are some naughty words, but who gives a shit?
Number 5, Dakotas. Literally 90% of you, if not more, have never heard Dakota swear before ever. Like, literally ever. And that's because he literally never swears. I personally haven't heard him swear until I came across this video. So I have to say, this is pretty crazy to hear someone swear that you've never heard swear before. So let's just go and check this out.
This video and this trend in general of uploading streamers and YouTubers literally just breathing or sounding out the ABCs is so dumb. Obviously they get a lot of views, you know, and since they get so many views, you can't put the blame entirely on the people uploading them. You also have to kind of look at the people who are, you know, clicking on them. And, you know, we all love a good content creator. We all want to see, oh, interesting take, oh, fun fact, oh, haha, funny moment. But it's in general just kind of a dumb trend. I'll even admit, I've clicked on a few myself because, I mean, I kind of want to know what Pokemon is most attracted to so I can cosplay as it. But still, these videos are garbage, low-effort content, and they're one of the few things on YouTube below this trend of taking other people's videos and reacting to / roasting them. Alright, well, we're at literal physical pain now. It's been kind of getting worse the whole time, and we are at almost rock bottom. There's just one more after this. Yeah, that's right, baby. We're at Scott's Tots. It's possibly the worst thing I've ever seen anywhere. You would think after decades of the internet, I mean, we've seen furry porn, 2 Girls, 1 Cup, incels, boomer Facebook posts, Musical.ly, TikTok.
Hamburger.
Reddit 4chan, even My Little Pony cum jars, but somehow the cringiest thing is a sitcom episode that aired on NBC in 2009. If you don't know what it is, this will not bother you at all, and I wish that was me. Alright, so guys, like, if you're not that quirky or original, you might not know what The Office is, but I'm kind of a quirky and original guy, so I've actually watched The Office a few times. And other than the first time I saw this episode, I skip it every time. I don't watch it again. I probably won't ever actually watch The Office again since it was removed from Netflix over to, what was it, Shit Penis, I think? So unfortunately, funny Jim expression, you won't make me laugh so hard I shart blood anymore.
I used to rule the world. Chunks would load when I gave the word. Now every night I go stowaway.
Alright, I'm about to play a clip from Scott's Tots. Again, if you don't know what it is, it won't matter to you and you'll probably be bored. But if you do, please brace yourself or click off now. I'm begging you. Alright, you've been warned. Here we go.
Hey, Mr. Scott, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Make our dreams come true.
Guys, I had to trim 80% out of that last clip because my video upload got copyright striked. So now I'm using this song to represent how I feel about getting copyright striked. But joke is, I'm just gonna get copyright striked for using this because it's copyright too.
Alright, in my PTSD-addled brain, I kind of forgot that if you haven't watched that episode, that won't really mean anything to you. But, again, I have erectile dysfunction after even thinking about that. Alright, we are now at the absolute worst of the worst. The worst, most cringeworthy, terrible, gruesome, depraved, savage, unhinged, cringeworthy thing on the internet. Even the world itself. History, time, space. This is 100% the mucho grande of cringe. It's the worst thing I've ever seen, and it'll be the worst thing you've ever seen. Now, this clip could cause extreme mental distress. Even thinking about it or seeing it for the slightest of times, mere nanoseconds, could render undoable harm upon your person. Please, you have been warned. Alright, here we go.